ちょうどのパーティーに間に合わないだけどじっわじっと携帯を見たりじっわじっとつぶやいてみたいファンタスティックな迷い込む私を見つけて今日は特別な日なんです妖精だらけのセンター街パレードの波はノンストップでちょっと切なくなりますあなたの背中探していたらねえ一人なら遊ぼうよ内気なんですあでやかに見えていいえ戦略あります魔法使いの私呪文は知らない私のカボチャの馬車着ているかしらさあじっとじっとオレンジの光じっとじっとすれ違う二人8時ちょうどのパーティーに間に合わないだけどじっわじっと携帯を見たりじっわじっとつぶやいてみたいファンタスティックな迷い込む私を見つけて恋はもう僕よく言うでしょ織姫と彦星みたいにお互い様だと嬉しいかなちょっとこっちを向いてよ少し
Hello everyone. Let me know if you can all hear me okay. You might be a little bit surprised. I'm doing a little bit of a different setup today. Hope you're all doing well. Let's see. Oh, thank you Technoweeb for the tier 1 subscription. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I just realized my alerts are like under everything. I'll fix that in a sec. But how's everyone doing today? Sorry, I was reaching for my mouse. Happy to have you here. My name is Keiko Cup, as you know. Let's see. I see McComic Fan, Technoweeb, Corrupt Face, Magical Sakura, Tony Cthulhu Gaming. I almost said Graming. Your cult leader Lunar, Iggy, Crafting, Veggie to Chills. Nice. Okay. Hope you're all doing well. So today I was originally going to do like a kind of, hang on, let me move this alert box up here. Ha. There we go, now it should be fixed. So today I wanted to do kind of a making memes stream originally, but I haven't really been in much of a good mood today, so I feel like it wouldn't really make sense to kind of do that. So I just wanted to do, maybe we can do it a little bit later, right? But I thought for maybe a little bit we could just do a just chatting stream if you guys are okay with that. I know it's different from what I usually do, and if you were looking forward to the other stream theme, I'm sorry, like we can maybe do that a little bit later in the stream, but it didn't really make sense for me to do that kind of stream when I wasn't really feeling that good, you know? So I thought I would just like talk to you guys for a little bit first, and we can kind of just go on from there if that sounds okay with you guys. Let me see what everyone's saying though. Good job with your comic, Sakura, though. That sounds really great. Oh god, I just noticed my mouse is showing up on screen. Hang on. Move this over here. There we go. Sorry, I was struggling a little bit, like reaching over my computer to get my mouse plugged in over my other one. There we go. That's better. Let's see. Oh, thank you before for the bits as well. I believe it was your cult leader. Thank you. I appreciate that. Doing pretty good and can hear you all right. That's good, comic fan. Kay's a K-pop idol. The spotlight's on her. Yes. I thought it would be fun and like a little bit more dramatic looking if we did it like this, especially because, like I said, I'm feeling emo, so we can make it like kind of over dramatic looking, and I thought that would be kind of funny. Always good to lighten the mood a little bit, you know. Are you okay, Keiko? Do you feel okay? Oh yeah. Don't worry. No worries. I'm good. Show is fine too. He had a little bit of symptoms last week, like he had a fever and stuff, but I didn't get any symptoms at all, so I haven't had anything, and he's recovered now. So do not worry, everyone is fine here, but thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Sophie's Daydream, hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Achilles, hello. It's okay if you're not up to it, we're not gonna force you. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't really want to do that stream when I'm not really feeling, you know, kind of in the mood for that. Like, I don't want to just pretend I'm, you know, everything's going okay and like I'm feeling great and stuff when I'm not, you know. And I didn't really want to cancel stream either because I thought it would be a good chance to just like kind of talk about stuff and possibly vent. I'm gonna try not to vent too much, but I just wanted to like kind of have a discussion with you guys essentially. So yeah. Aaron, thank you for the hydrate check. I appreciate that. I will do that. Hang on. I made like a list of stuff I wanted to talk about, so I was writing something down before I forgot. It's fine, having conversations with you is all one of my favorite parts about these streams. Hey, well, I'm glad to hear that, comic fan. Yeah, I know we usually do have these kind of conversations during my normal art streams, so sorry if this is a little bit boring. I'm guessing this is probably going to be a pretty small stream today, which is fine, you know. I probably don't want too many people here to be to be here anyway when I'm not really feeling good, so it's fine. I'm doing good, just working on some art. That's good to hear, Sophie's. Pizza Cupcake, hello, how are you doing? Oh, Cup, I don't know if you know, but you have the karaoke layer up. Yes, I know, Iggy. I did that on purpose. Venting is good. Venting is how you find out information. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Okay, so some stuff I wanted to talk about today. So I guess I kind of always like go up and down about this stuff. I've talked about this before, but I have a hard time with anxiety a lot of the times, unfortunately. Oh, actually, I forgot. Hang on, I wanted to play some nice music in the background. I found some royalty-free, like, kind of lo-fi music, so I thought that would fit the mood of what we're talking about today much more than just, like, having my usual kind of, like, happy music in the background. Let me know if the volume of that sounds okay. You know, just something very nice and calming and stuff, you know? Very chill, so that way you can kind of relax with me on this very nice Friday night, you know? DJ Kyon, hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Daisy Blossom, hello, hope you're doing well. Tony Cthulhu Gaming, I was playing that new game, Phoenix Rising. I like this more than Genshin just because you don't have to keep paying the game just for some new characters and it's in Greek mythology. Oh, very interesting. I never heard about that game, but I'll look into that. I do like mobile games though. I haven't played any recently because I've been playing more desktop games more, but you know. But yeah, hopefully the volume of that should be okay, but we will keep it at that. It's made by Ubisoft. Oh, really? Did they make any mobile games before? That's very interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so anyway, getting into what I was going to talk about. So, like I said, okay. Sorry, it's kind of hard to find a place to start, you know? So, as you guys know, if you come to my streams a lot, I do deal with anxiety quite a lot, unfortunately. It's something that pretty much affects me every day to greater or lesser extent, you know? Like, sometimes it's good in the way that, you know, it makes me very productive, where I can, like, work a lot and not really burn out. But today I just, like, wasn't feeling good at all, and just, like, kind of overwhelmed from not just all the work I have to do, but do you guys ever get that feeling, like, you know, you have stuff you want to do, but you're just, like, always falling behind in life, even, you know, despite the fact that you've done a lot of stuff already, and, like, you know, you should be proud of yourself, because you're, like, you know, you're working to the best of your ability and stuff, but it's just, like, sometimes you get this feeling that you're just completely overwhelmed, and is like, oh, there's so much stuff I have to do, but I have so little time to do it. You know what I mean? Do you guys ever feel that way? I've just been really feeling that way today, and it's like one of those kinds of feelings that really sneaks up on you from out of nowhere, you know, where it's just like, oh, well, anxiety's just like, hey, here I am, you know? Like, that's how I feel like a lot of the times, and I'm just like, dang, well, I wish I noticed this sooner, so I could have, like, tried to take care of myself better or something, you know? Like, I wish that could have happened more. Cthulhu, no, they don't make mobile games. Oh, so that's Ubisoft's first mobile game. I see, that's very interesting. Hello, Cherry, hope you're doing well. Sophie's, yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel like it's pretty common. I see a lot of people, like, especially VTubers and stuff as well, talking about that. I mean, obviously it's something, like, a lot of people deal with, but I just noticed a lot of VTubers dealing with that recently, because I think a lot of them get burnt out for various reasons, which, you know, is not really that healthy, but maybe we can talk about that a bit more too, you know? I've been working on a story for over 5 years and it never gets done. Sakura. You know, that happens sometimes. You know, you get, like, passionate about a project, but then it takes so long to finish that it kind of can become a drag sometimes, unfortunately. I totally get that feeling. That's how I felt, especially, like, with my first comic I did, which was, like, 60 pages and it took maybe 4 years to finish or something like that, which is kind of ridiculous, but yeah, it happens, right? Magical Helen, hello, how's it going? Man, I just showed up and I feel that way all the time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it is something that we all deal with at some point, right? And, you know, I do my best to, like, take care of myself so I don't get to that point, but, you know, sometimes it just sneaks up on you without realizing. And honestly, you know, I really hate to admit this too, but I really do think, like, social media has a lot to do with that kind of feeling as well. And, you know, like, it's kind of hard because I'm an artist, right? So I have to be on social media for my career kind of stuff and all that, right? Like, I have to market myself and I have to always post a lot and all that kind of stuff, so that way I can keep getting commission work and all that kind of stuff and keep surviving with just my art, you know? Ad! You said there were no ads! Ad block, please. Ad block, you said you were active. No. That's so sad. Okay, anyway. Maybe this one is ad-free. Are you possibly ad-free? Alright, cool. This one's free, it seems. Yay. Or I mean, no ads, so that's good. I checked the video before and it was like no ads, but now it just suddenly decided to be that way. That was unfortunate, but anyway, where was I talking about? I guess I'll read through the chat a little bit before I get back on track. Here's the best of the worst coping techniques. Repression. Yeah, that's like legit me on a daily basis, unfortunately. Even though I try not to be that way, you know? Thank you, ads. Yeah, right, Curlface? Violetta Witch, hello, how's it going? Cutie Cringe, hi, it's my first time listening and I love the use of colors in your art, so I followed you on IG and now I'm here. Hey, well, happy to have you here, Cutie Cringe. We're just having like a just chatting stream right now, but usually I do art streams, so you can go check out the VODs if you're curious about that, and that's what I usually do during stream. Comic Fan, I've been working on my comic for months and it's been a bit of a mental drag. Oh my god, yeah, Comic Fan, I totally relate to that. Like, whenever you do any long-term projects, it can be really difficult to complete them. And a lot of it has to just do with, like, developing the kind of self-discipline to get stuff done. But that's really, really hard to do. Like, that's something I struggle with a lot as well. So yeah, I totally feel that. Sophie's Daydream, yeah, with social media, it's like you can't help but compare to others, so that's how I feel. Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's natural for people to compare themselves on social media, right? Like, you can't really help that. It just happens. Like, you see all these people, like, kind of achieving stuff in their life. It's like, oh, look how great I'm doing, you know? Like, we got to how many subs, and we got to, you know, like, oh, this famous person followed me. And, you know, like, yeah, you know, I feel happy for people when that kind of stuff happens for them. That's cool. And you know, I post like that too. But sometimes I almost feel bad about posting stuff like that because like if you're not in the right state of mind, that kind of stuff can make people feel bad, you know? And it's like I want to feel good about my accomplishments, but sometimes I feel like I don't know, I really try to stay away from bragging, like, at all, because it makes me feel really dirty, you know? Like, if someone's gonna compliment me, I don't really want it to come from myself as much, and that can be really, you know, like, I want to be proud of myself, obviously, for my accomplishments. I feel like I work really hard at what I do, but I don't know. It's just kind of hard to explain. I try not to even look at numbers. Yeah, Sakura, that's how I feel as well. I mean, it's kind of hard not to look at numbers though sometimes because it's like, you know, eventually one of my goals would be to like make more money from streaming or like get a bigger following and like, you know, get bigger jobs as a artist and be more successful and stuff like that. But sometimes it just gets so exhausting, like constantly following that, you know, and like, and just kind of being like, where is the end to this, you know? Like, is there ever going to be you know, a point where we reach our goal? And you guys know, like, I have a big dream of wanting to become a published comic artist and stuff, and even that's been a little bit of a struggle recently too, because I've been seeing like people who I went to college with, because I studied comics, if you guys don't know, and a lot of my underclassmen are getting published, you know, like they're getting published by these huge people, and I feel like I'm just like always falling behind, you know, because it's like I've been trying to do this thing for years and I haven't had any success with it. And you know, okay, so when I'm complaining about this stuff, don't get me wrong, like I'm very thankful for all the success I've had. Like I've had pretty good like social media success luckily, and I've been able to, you know, do a lot of work just drawing and like doing commissions and stuff, which I'm very grateful for, you know. But there's just like, you know, I see a lot of people around me who are younger than me that I know, and they're like all accomplishing their dreams, and you know, I'm sure they're going through their own stuff as well where they're struggling too, but I can't help to feel like, you know, it's like when you have that dream where you're just constantly running towards a door, like some kind of location, but you know, as hard as you run, like you're not getting anywhere, you know? Like honestly, I feel like that on a very regular basis, which probably isn't a good thing, and I'm gonna try not to get into this too much because I'm starting to tear up actually. I don't want to cry on stream. Okay, let me read the comments a little bit. When I got a studio space in the senior studio at SVA, I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want people who didn't get a space to feel bad. Yeah, I understand that, Sakura. I forget if I told anyone or not, I don't remember, but yeah, that was a thing too. So what Sakura was talking about is that the college we went to, they had like studio spaces for some of the top students that you could apply to kind of go work at the school and stuff, but only like a certain number of students got the studio spaces in their senior year. So both Sakura and I had studio spaces, but yeah, I understand that you didn't want to tell people because it would make them feel bad. Like, I totally understand that. I forget what I did at that time, but it's I can understand why you do that. Showing appreciation for compliments or praise isn't a bad thing, so if anything, it's on others to control their jealousy, but at the same time, I do get it because it's so hard not to be, even harder on yourself when you're jealous. I mean, yeah, it's hard, like, you know, jealousy is a hard thing to kind of struggle with, you know? Like, it can be, I think, a very useful emotion in a lot of ways where it can kind of show you where you want to get in life, you know? Like, if you're jealous of someone, that's probably because you want to be like them, right? So, if you're jealous of someone, let's say, who, you know, accomplished a certain goal, like they're, in my case, a published comic artist, then that probably means like, oh, I want to become a published comic artist too. So that can be very useful in a lot of ways because it can show you what you want in life too, you know? But obviously it can be a very destructive kind of emotion as well, you know, so you have to be like really careful with it too. Oh, The Great Showman, thank you for the raid. How's it going, guys? Thank you. How are you doing? Could one of my mods give The Great Showman a shout out? But thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Actually, I could. I'm not really doing much right now. I should probably do that. But yeah, how are you doing? How was your stream? Did you have a good one? Oh, okay, you did it, Iggy. Thank you. I appreciate it. yeah, what'd you guys do for your stream? We're actually just having like a little just chatting stream right now, but to everyone who's new, my name is Keiko Cup. I am a freelance manga artist and a unicorn-made mangaka idol VTuber, and I normally do art streams, but tonight we're just having a relaxing kind of just chatting stream because I have some stuff I wanted to vent about and get off my chest, I guess. So we're just having a little chat with you guys, the chat. So yeah, I'd be happy if you stick around, but thank you anyway for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Cup, I did. Yeah, I saw now, Iggy. Do not worry, do not worry. Okay, let me scroll back a little bit so I can see what everyone's saying. Gamer Incognito, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? It's even harder on those of us who are older too, so I get how you feel. Our accomplishments are so easy to forget or ignore when we're looking longingly at everyone else wishing we had what they do. Yeah. Okay, so that just like really hit on something for me, Violetta, because like, you know, I don't know how many of you guys know my exact age. I'm 25, you know? So, like, I'm getting kind of, you know, I'm getting older every year. I'm gonna be 26 early next year, you know? So, sorry, I'm starting to tear up again a bit, but like every year that's kind of like, okay, I guess I was feeling worse than I realized. But anyway, every year that like kind of passes by that I haven't really been able to like accomplish what I want to is like, you know, it's like, how much work do I have to do to like get to the place I want to be at, you know? Like, you know, again, I should be like proud of myself for my accomplishments and stuff, but it's like, when am I gonna be able to do the thing that I want to? Like, why am I not getting to where I want to be yet? Like, am I doing something wrong or something, you know? It's like, it's a really difficult thing to kind of deal with sometimes, you know? It's like, you know, it's just like, am I not gonna get anywhere in the end or something? Okay, let me catch up with chat real quick, okay? I agree, I'm in the mindset right now. I'm sorry to hear that, Arya. Jealousy in itself isn't bad, it's just how you react to jealousy. Yeah, exactly, Sakura, exactly. Great show, man, boop. Thank you for the boop. Sakura, if you lash out or get mad for jealousy, it can be bad. Yeah, for sure. You have to, like, be able to control your emotions. You know, just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean you should treat people a certain way, you know? King Mufasa, hello. Like, I'm trying to put myself out there in the art community, and it feels like social media is stepping all over my hard work and efforts. Oh my god, Arya, that's such a big thing. Like, social media is so bad for your mental health. Like, seriously. Even for, like, me, like I said, I've had pretty good success with social media, you know? Like, especially Instagram and TikTok and stuff. But even when, like, you know, I start, like, for more than a year, I, like, post and I, like, keep losing followers and, like, my like counts keep going down. Like, you keep wondering, like, oh, did I do something wrong or something, you know? Like, social media always gives you that feeling, so you feel like you have to keep posting more just to keep up, and it's really hard to do that all the time, you know? Like, you can't keep up all the time like that. It's just not physically possible, so I totally understand how you're feeling. I mean, I think when you feel that way, you just kind of have to take a step back, you know? Because otherwise it gets so hard to deal with. Drill Greeks, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Gamer Incognito, thank you for the stretch. Double stretch. I'm just trying to catch up with chat now, guys, so do not worry. I'll get back into talking about whatever after, okay? And I'll just, like, respond to everyone's stuff. Violetta Witch, you're younger than me, it's okay. Our 20s isn't too old, we need to remember that. I know, like, I keep trying to remind myself that as well, but I feel like there's so much pressure when you're in your 20s to, like, kind of become something, you know? And there's, like, so much frustration if you can't become something that it's like, oh, well, I'm obviously doing something wrong, even though, like, a lot of it has to do with luck, I think, for the most part, to be honest. So, yeah, you know? So that can be quite frustrating. Anyway. Remember, I'm 30 and you've accomplished more than me. No, don't say that, Sakura, don't say that. I don't want anyone to feel bad because I'm saying this. I'm like 25 and anyone's older than me, okay? Okay. I'm just saying, alright? Like, Sakura, you're living the life that you want to, and like, you know, you're enjoying what you want and like drawing art that you like every day, you know, like fan art and all that kind of stuff. So I think that you're doing what you enjoy. That's a very good thing, you know? And we just have to keep making steps toward where we want to get, you know? I should be giving myself that advice, to be honest. I totally feel that, yeah. Great Showman, I played Dead by Deadlight with some friends and then Dark Souls 3. Oh, nice, nice. Sounds good. Gamer Incognito there though. Thank you for the head pats. Like I wanna do. Yeah. Comic fan, thank you for the hydro check. I just took one, but I'll take another sip for you. Sakura Jem Bartel took until she was in her 30s. She in years of retail. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, she's a really great comic artist. That's really cool to know. You know, like you just gotta remind yourself of that sometimes, like that kind of stuff. Like a lot of people take longer to get where they want than others, and you shouldn't like beat yourself up over it, you know? I know I'm a total stranger, but you've inspired me. Oh, thank you, cutie. I appreciate that. Well, I'm happy to have you here, you know? Oh god, I'm behind like always. Sorry about that. No, I appreciate you guys chatting. I really do. I just like, I want to try to respond to everyone as much as possible, you know? But you will get there, and I believe in you. Thank you, Sophies. I appreciate that. It's okay. I feel that too, and I'm 27 going on 28. I get so frustrated. Yeah, I mean, I think, unfortunately, it's like a common feeling. I don't know why. Like, do you guys think there's like way too much... Okay, so here's the thing, right? Like, from the time we're kids, like, we always watch shows, movies, all this kind of stuff about, like, a protagonist that goes on to do, like, great things and becomes, like, this amazing person and, like, saves the world and does, like, great accomplishments and stuff. And we always only see their stories, right? But don't you feel like that gives everyone the kind of pressure? And also, like, you know, our parents tell us growing up, oh, you're so talented, like, you're gonna become famous, and, like, you're so amazing, and, you know, maybe you hear that, you know, not everyone grows up in the same situation, obviously, but I'm saying, like, you know, if you grew up in that kind of situation where people are praising you a lot, you get under so much, like, anxiety and pressure that you have to, like, live up to those expectations, otherwise you're, like, never good enough, you know? At least that's how I feel a lot of the times, unfortunately, which probably isn't very healthy, obviously, but, you know, I do feel like a lot of my anxiety does stem from that kind of feeling, too, in a way. It's okay, Cup. I'm sure you get there. Thank you, comic fan. I appreciate it. Love the avatar. Thank you, Joe Greeks. I appreciate that. Thank you for the hug, comic fan. Don't feel bad for tearing up, by the way. It's important to be honest with yourself. No one will fault you for being authentic. Is anything it's appreciated since most of us can relate even in different ways. Yeah. I mean, that's what I want to be, you know, Violetta. Like, even if, I don't know, it's annoying that I'm venting or whatever, like, you know, the good thing with streaming is, like, if someone doesn't like the content, they can just, like, click out, you know? So I don't really feel that bad, honestly, for, like, venting on stream. Because, you know, if I'm, like, talking to someone personally, it almost feels like I'm trapping them into listening to my problems, if that makes sense. So that's why I don't really confide in people that often, to be honest. Which, again, not a very good thing. Like, I don't feel like I have that many people to confide in because of that. Just because, you know, completely my fault. I just don't approach people when I feel bad and talk to them, you know? And a lot of times when I do, my feelings get shut down. I mean, by some people. Obviously, not a lot of my friends, okay? Especially Sakura, you wouldn't do that, okay? Because I know you're here. Okay, but, I'm talking about, like, you know, just in general, that has happened to me before, so it makes me kind of afraid to open up to people, you know? And thank you for the hug, Violetta, as well. I'm not hugging myself, oh no. Megan Plushie, hello. Thank you for the head pat, Iggy. Which Sakura's being hugged. And Taco Titan's message was, it's okay to be normal, Aaron, if you remember that. Yeah, I mean, I wish there were more shows like that too, that'd be nice. King Mufasa, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? For some reason I didn't hear your alert, that was weird. But anyway, thank you, I appreciate it. Aria, I've been told that I'll be famous for years now. TBH, I don't believe it, anymore sometimes. I mean, it's really difficult, right? Because, Cutie Cringe, thank you for the follow, welcome to the Unicorn Den. It's really difficult, you know, because it's like, you get told that by a lot of people, and honestly, I don't know if that's really a good thing for children growing up to hear, or even, like, you know, people who are older as well, you know, they hear that too. Because it puts so much pressure on yourself that you have to become, like, this great thing, when that's not necessarily necessary for just living your life, you know? But, I mean, in my case, I really do want, like, my art to be appreciated by a large audience of people, not necessarily for other people's sake, but for my own sake, just because, like, as an artist, I really want a lot of people to see my work and enjoy it, you know? So that's more of a personal thing for me, but, you know, I always had this feeling too, like, oh, there's a lot of people expecting me to become something really great, so I have to live up to their expectations, and and it's just like, it's like so much pressure, you know? But, yeah. I wasn't praised that much. Praise in my experience is very brief and quickly forgotten. Yeah, I mean, Corrupt Face, I was talking generally, like, obviously not everyone has the same experience growing up, so sorry if it came off that way a little bit. Sophies, I really want to get to a point where I can live on my art and stuff. Well, I believe in you, Sophies, you can do it. Like, you know, if there's a will, there's a way in the end, you know, everyone kind of can get there differently. Luckily with social media, it's a lot easier to get your stuff out there, and like, even if you just have like, you know, a certain base that like buys and supports your stuff, then you can make a living off of it, you know? That's kind of what happened for me, luckily, which isn't really something I planned, but it just kind of happened over time, I guess. Arya, thank you for the head pat. You can confide in me. Thank you, Sakura, I appreciate that. I really want to get my, V2. Oh, sorry, I thought you were continuing. But yes, I appreciate that, Sakura. I know, I have to reach out to people more. I'm bad with that. Sophies, I really want to get my VTuber out. You can do it, Sophies. Just take it a step at a time. Yeah, it's a lot of work at the beginning, but, you know, once you have it all done, it's very satisfying. Music's a tad loud. Okay, no problem. I can turn it down. Hang on. Give me a moment. Hopefully that's a bit better. Anyway, I can't stand how much youth is glamorized, especially in Japanese culture media. They make it look like the moment you're out of high school or college that you're old and it's GG when it's not at all, right? Yeah, I feel that way. Most people say you peak in your 30s, if anything, but regardless of that, there shouldn't ever be a time limit to personal success. Oh god, yeah, that feeling causes a lot of pressure. It's like, you can't even enjoy your 20s because it's like, you're just like, oh, I'm at my prime now, and if I don't get everything done by the time I'm 30, then everything is over, you know? Like, that's so dumb. Like, that doesn't even exist, you know? Like, what even is that? But I keep on getting obstacles like software not working and not finding the one that works well. Sophies, I had so many technical issues in the beginning. Do not worry, you will get there. Just watch a lot of YouTube tutorials. I promise you will get there. I had the same exact issue in the beginning. You can get there. I believe in you, okay? Dude, it is frustrating in the beginning, but you just gotta take it a step at a time. Faye Draws, hello, how's it going? Hello from work, wish it was time to go home. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mega Plushie. Hopefully you get to go home soon. Sakura, I think the way I behave is often based on my own insecurity, so I'll try to encourage people in the way I want to be encouraged as a way of reminding myself of the same thing. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense overall. Like, even like talking with you guys now, it feels like I'm giving advice that I should be giving myself, you know? So that happens. Honestly, just in the past couple of seconds, oh, Erlachu, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Also, in the past couple of seconds I've been here, you've already become one of my favorite people. Oh, that's so kind of you. Great show, man. Your words are inspiring. I can tell you have a lot of passion in what you do. Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Well, I'm always happy to have you here anytime if you want to just, like, hang out with us. So, yeah, very happy to have you here. I really appreciate it. Streams always happening while I'm at work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mega Plushie. Yeah, that happens. That's why I usually try to stream it, like, different times, but I know it doesn't always work for everyone. But hey, there's always the VODs if you want to watch them later, too, I guess. Just happen to be on a break right now, so I can finally check in. Hey, well, I really appreciate you stopping by when you have your work break, Mega Plushie. Good evening, Corrigan. How are you? Are you saying I always miss streams? Hey, well, I always remember you guys being here, so, you know, I always just appreciate when you have time to stop by. Everyone's busy with their lives, you know, so, you know, I don't expect you guys to be here at every stream, you know? Like, just come by when you want to hang out, you know? No pressure. Thank you for the hug, Arya. Didn't J.K. Rowling not have released Harry Potter till she was 40? Yeah, I believe that is the case. That is true. I've heard that before. Honestly, most people spend their 20s recovering from their teens, and that's okay. We're figuring shit out. Yeah, that does seem to be the case, doesn't it? Like, I mean, some people are really lucky and get huge success when they're in their teens and 20s, but sometimes even that seems to have repercussions, where it's like, you have a big success when you're younger, and then because of that, like, you feel like you can't get past that. Like, it does seem like a lot of people who do have successes young, or huge successes young, do struggle with that too. So, you know, there's the flip side of the coin to that as well, you know, that you might not want to deal with as much either. I have my VTuber ready, but I'm in the soft that I'm trying to use, but I keep on getting lost and not knowing which one. Mass at the moment. Options are really limited. Yeah, Max, it does make it a little bit difficult. Maybe you can, like, add Windows onto your Mac computer as well. I know it's possible to, like, fragment your computer so you can use Windows software on your computer. So maybe you can try that. Maybe there's a option for you. I spent my 20s recovering from illness trying to play catch up. However, I started weightlifting 2 weeks ago, so I become swollen. Makes me very happy. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that, Sakura. I'm glad to hear that you started weightlifting. That's really awesome. I've been actually like trying to exercise a lot as well, and for the past 2 weeks, obviously Sho and I haven't because of the COVID stuff, but we've been going out every morning and just like taking a jog, and that feels really nice, you know? Like I think doing that kind of exercise is really good for lifting your mood, you know? So I highly recommend doing that to anyone, you know, like whatever the exercise is, like Sakura's doing weightlifting, or if you want to do like jogging like I'm doing, or just walking outside, you know? And yeah, you know. But Sakura, is totally understandable in your case too, because I know your situation. So yeah, you had a lot to deal with in your life as well. So it's totally understandable, you know. But I always see you're doing your best. So I think that's the most important thing, you know. If you can, hello, how's it going? Great Showman, I got it different now, but I hope you have fun. I hope everyone in chat does too. Yeah, no problem, Showman. Thank you for stopping by, and feel free to stop by anytime you like. If you can, thank you for the hydrate check. I will take a hydrate check. I've noticed so much changes in a little time. Weightlifting is great. Yeah, I mean, it just feels so nice to like kind of exercise and all that kind of stuff. I noticed that as well. Like my energy levels are much higher now that I've been walking every morning, especially because I think I have like low blood pressure or something. So usually in the mornings I would be like really tired every single morning because I'd have such a hard time just like waking up for hours. And I noticed that just like walking and jogging in the morning helps me a lot to wake up, I guess, because it gets my blood running and all that good stuff, you know? If you use 2-pound weights and doing slow Tai Chi movements is better than lifting heavy things. Oh yeah, for sure. Like lifting heavy things is more like if you want to, you know, become like grow huge muscle. But if you want to just like be healthy and like get tone and stuff, definitely like doing the smaller weightlifting and like some other stuff combined with that is a lot better. I feel you there. First part of my teen years was battling severe rheumatoid arthritis. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. And about half a year ago, I got so stressed from a failed art show that I caused shingles to appear twice. Like who gets shingles in their 20s? Oh god, I'm sorry to hear that, Aria. Yeah, I mean, that is unfortunate. Like, you know, especially when it comes to health stuff, you can't really help that too much, you know? Like, you do your best to take care of yourself and stuff, but then, like, you know, when that kind of stuff happens, what do, you know? And, that must be very, like, stressful situation to deal with, for sure. I haven't really dealt with much health problems in my life, aside from, like, more mental kind of stuff, which, I mean, that kind of counts, too, you know? But, yeah, from what I've heard, that's definitely very difficult to deal with, you know? But, I appreciate you sharing that. Thoughts on Polar Express, the movie? Hello, Potato. I mean, it's good. I saw it a while ago. It's been a while, though. I had Lyme disease from, yeah, so Sakura's explaining that he had Lyme disease and similar joint pain. It's painful, yeah. I had to work on recovering ever since. Yeah. Yeah, I know about that already since, if you guys don't know, Sakura and I went to the college together, so we know each other IRL too. Without David from Soft Cutie server, I wouldn't have gotten help with Twitch and Medical? Wait, do you mean from Chaos Cute Soft? I believe. Yes. Oh, well, I'm really glad that he got to help you. David's a really nice person. We haven't seen each other in a while just because of COVID and everything, but I am just Mocha. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen each other much recently, but yeah, David's a really good person. He's another one of my IRL friends, so yeah. For people in chat. He's here sometimes, known as Prince David. A lot better now, but it's just a process about rebuilding strength after being sick for so long. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta take time to, like, recover after that kind of stuff, you know? That totally makes sense. Okay, so, anyway, aside from that, some other stuff I did want to talk about. Arya's hugging themselves, nice. So, yeah, like, with feeling overwhelmed and stuff, so some of you guys probably know about this already, but Niji Sanji, one of the big VTuber corporations, is having auditions now. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's really cool, like, maybe I should try, you know? Like, you never know what happens until you try stuff, right? Oh, hey V, how's it going? We're having a just chatting stream. So I was like, hey, I want to try that. That seems really cool, you know? Like, I could become a member of Niji Sanji or whatever. But when I thought about, like, doing the video and stuff, I was just like, I felt really discouraged. And I was planning on doing it tomorrow, but honestly, I just, like, really don't want to do it. Which is like, you know, I'll probably push myself to do it anyway, but it's probably not going to come out that good just because just like, I really don't want to do this video. And a lot of that is because, like, one, I have a hard time talking in videos where I'm talking to myself. I feel like I talk way more naturally on stream, so maybe I honestly should just record my video on stream, I don't know. But anyway, and second of all, like, do you guys ever get that feeling, like, when you enter a contest or you try to apply for something, it's like, oh, Bella's Doodles, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den, how are you doing? You know, when you, like, try to apply for something like that, it's like, well, there's no point. I know I'm not gonna get in, or I know I'm not gonna pass, so why should I even try? You know, like, I've just been kind of feeling a little bit like that with that kind of stuff, too. And I know that's a really, really bad mindset to have, obviously, but, I don't know how much I talked about this stuff, but I have tried to apply for a lot of stuff, like, not competitions as much, but, like, you know, submitting my stuff to publishers and try to, like, talk to people and get my stuff out there, and, like, I've had a lot of failed kind of opportunities come my way, which, you know, I shouldn't be complaining about. Like, that happens to everyone, right? Like, if you're trying to do something, it's not like you're gonna be successful the first time, but like I explained earlier, it's just like the years are passing more and more, and it's like I'm trying the best that I can, and I feel like I'm not really getting to where I want to, you know? So it ends up being a little bit stressful, I guess. So because of that mindset, I feel like that's almost gotten to me where it's really hard for me now to apply to stuff like that, because it's like I don't even have the energy to do it, because it's like, well, I could be using that time instead to, you know, like draw or just like, you know, do my own stuff or make my own YouTube video or something, rather than apply to this audition that I know I'm not gonna get into, you know what I mean? And again, like, I know you never know until you try. I already know that, you know, but it's just been really hard to motivate myself to try for that kind of stuff, you know? Anyway, let me see through chat real quick. The worst part of COVID is I was starting to go outside and visit me more, and then COVID hit. Yeah, I know, like, that is difficult too. Like, same with me, Sakura, too. Like, I met, you know, I met David and everyone too, and like, you know, I brought you along with them as well, and like, you know, after college, you were pretty much one of the only people I kind of stayed in contact with a lot, and everyone else I didn't really get to see as much after, you know, which kind of made me feel sad, because it was just like, oh, I made all these friends, and now I literally can't see any of them, so this sucks. And yeah, now because of COVID, that kind of made things worse, and now I'm moving away to Japan soon, so it's like, I didn't get to see a lot of my friends before moving, which also makes me feel really sad in a way, but, you know, it's not like I'm moving away forever, you know, like, I'll still be visiting and coming back from time to time and stuff, but, you know, it is kind of difficult to think about, too. I started to half-ass my applications because I kept getting rejected, TBH. Yeah, exactly, Sakura. Like, the thing is, like, especially with the Niji Sanji stuff, too, like, just as an example, like, I really want to, for that kind of stuff, put my all into it, but like, there's so many applications I put, like, all of my energy into, and, like, all of my work into, like, even, okay, so I can't talk about this too much, but there was this one, webtoon thing. I can't talk about it because it's not DMCA. What is it called? Non-disclosure. Yeah, I can't talk about specifics, but I was almost hired to do a comic or a webtoon for a really big video game, like a very famous video game. Probably everyone in chat knows about it. So I like took off about a month to just work on stuff for that, like do character art and the comic, actual like panels and stuff like that, and I put so much effort into it, but in the end I wasn't chosen for it, you know, like they said, oh well, this isn't really gonna work or whatever, so I ended up not getting that job. And you know, it's so hard when I mean, it's unfortunate, but sometimes even if you do your best, it's not good enough, you know? And like, I don't want to sound so negative like that, you know? Like, I think it's still good to do your best anyway, because like at least you try. But you know, after something like that happens, or it keeps happening over and over again, it's really hard to like keep doing your best and putting your all into the stuff you want to do, you know? And for some reason with comics, I'm still able to really put my all into it just because I really like making comics. Like, that's one of the few things I do feel that way about. But yeah, just with like these auditions and stuff, I'm like, should I even try? I don't know. Yeah, so it's kind of difficult. Anyway, I do auditions all the time, and I have 1 or 2 surprising gigs before. One was a Lego Spider-Man video game. Oh, that's really cool, V. I didn't know that. That's really, really cool that you got that. So you never know. Yeah, that's true, that's true. I mean, that's really cool that you were able to do that. That is neat. I mean, V, so, like you were saying, with, you know, it's probably the same with you with voice acting, but it's the same with me with comics, too. Like, even though I keep getting rejected from comics, it's still something I keep doing because I really like it, you know? But, with the VTuber stuff, it's a little bit more difficult because I don't really know how qualified I am to try to apply to something like Niji-sanji and stuff, especially because I'm not really that comfortable like recording videos and stuff. So that's where I kind of am starting to get difficulty with that, you know? But yeah, even with comics, like even if I don't get published, I still keep making them just because I really enjoy doing it, you know? I think it's better to half-ass your app so that you know you'll consistently be able to achieve that level or better. I mean, you know. Hey, I'm proud of myself despite the health issues. Before I didn't try drawing humans characters because I was more comfortable drawing animals, and I tried it and now I love it so much. I even have a bunch of OCs I want to write stories for. Hey, well that's really cool to hear, Arya. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, especially with drawing like humans, anatomy can be really difficult in the beginning and like just getting them looking right. But once you actually like kind of get that past that barrier and like keep trying to really do it, it becomes a lot easier over time, you know? And at a certain point you'll realize, hey, I can like draw this and like feel kind of satisfied with how it comes out now. So after that point you like become unstoppable, and then you can like draw a lot of cool stuff that you want to, you know? So I'm really glad that you're able to get to that point for yourself and make some characters for yourself, you know? I did the same as a child, except I drew monstrosities. Oh god. What kind of monstrosities, if you don't mind me asking? Quick water break. Okay. I recently found out a way to separate the limbs that helps me with foreshortening, and that's pretty nice. Oh, cool. I think I might have actually seen you post that on Twitter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it, so that was cool. It's basically like breaking up the arm and legs into 2 parts, right? To kind of figure out the muscles, which makes sense. Anything, I've always loved fantasy, mythology, and folklore. Hey, well that's cool, Corrupt Face. Yeah, I mean, it's fun to just like... oh wait, then I started drawing Spider-Man, I started getting the hang on human anatomy. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man can be good because he's like wearing a full body suit, so you really have to like get the outlines of the body correct and stuff, you know? And like learn the anatomy that way. So, hey, that's cool. Yeah, I posted on Twitter. Yeah, I figured. Exactly. I was like, if I can draw dragons and horses all the time, when people would say it's so hard to draw them, then I totally can draw humans. Oh my god, yeah, horses are really hard to draw. Oh my god. I never drew dragons, so I don't know how that's like, but definitely horses are very difficult to draw. I'm pretty sure I have attempted that before, and pretty sure I failed, just because the muscle structure is completely different. You know, it was hard enough to learn human anatomy and like learn the muscle structure and like everything for that, but dang, like drawing animals and their whole structure too, that's like very difficult. But hey, as long as you have reference photos, you know, you can learn. If you just keep practicing too. 2 parts per part of the limb. Yeah, exactly. Spider-Man also jumps and crawls around in all kinds of weird poses, so I learned to draw humans from various weird angles. Yeah, that makes sense, Yeah, a lot of the, you know, the artists have to work for companies like Marvel and DC. They all have to be, like, very good at drawing anatomy because of all that kind of stuff, you know? I mean, that's true for comics in general, but I feel like with superhero comics, it's, like, even crazier because they all wear, like, skin-tight clothes and suits and stuff, so you have to, like, really be able to draw the anatomy well. You know, like, with what I draw, like, frilly dresses and stuff, so I can, like, completely hide a lot of parts of the character, you know? But, if you're drawing superhero characters, and that is a bit harder to do, you know? I found this so easy. Ah, that's good, Arya. I mean, yeah, that's good that you have that strength, though. You have that strength on your side. Cutie, how do you get past worrying about your art is unique or creative enough and instead just create? I struggle with that in my art all the time. Oh boy, so that is a struggle, right? Take a quick sip of water before I answer that one. So it's a struggle to kind of get past that, and even now, like with what I do, like as a freelance artist and stuff, that's still something I struggle with a lot, you know? I think a lot of it's just like you have to keep developing your style over time. Like study artists that you like a lot and take elements from their art that you enjoy and try to incorporate it into your own and like try to experiment in that way. And from doing that, you can start to create more of a uniqueness to your art as well. And that seems kind of counterintuitive because it's like, oh, if I start like copying things from other artists, isn't that going to make me less unique? Well, no, like if you're taking traits from like all different artists that you like and kind of incorporating into your own, that's how you kind of like develop your style, you know? So I think that's honestly the best way you can kind of go about that personally. But how can I just create? That is very difficult. Like it's just something that I think you gotta develop self-discipline in a way if you really want to draw art consistently, and that's what happened for me too. Like the more stuff you get done, the easier it is to get stuff done, you know? Like if you keep drawing and drawing, it's just gonna become easy to get up in the morning and start drawing, you know? Like I don't really struggle that much anymore with like just starting to draw, but in the past I used to because I didn't draw as much. So that's something that you just gotta develop self-discipline for, honestly. And there's many ways you can develop self-discipline. Like I was kind of talking about before, I exercise every day. That's a very good way to develop self-discipline. Eating 2 to 3 meals a day, you know, that's good as well. Try to eat healthy. Like if you have a handle on these just normal habits, it's a lot easier to discipline yourself into drawing, even if you're not necessarily in the mood to do it. And then it becomes a lot easier to draw when you want to in the future. So hopefully that helps. I wish I could share with you guys. I mean, Aria, if you want to drop art in the Discord, feel free to do that. It doesn't matter if your art is unique or not, only you can create it. That is true, Sakura, that is true. That's probably like a way more simple way to say it, and I just spent like a super long time trying to explain. Just that simple fact. That said, this was as a kid, and I was afraid of being picked on if other kids caught me drawing women, so I only drew men. I see. Yeah, that could happen too. Yeah, kids are weird about that kind of stuff, like... You know, kids can be unnecessarily mean, for sure, so I can see that kind of thing happening, unfortunately. It's even crazier when characters wear stuff like full body armor. Oh my god, comic fan. That's like impossible for me, I can't. Lope Zax, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Thank you. Yeah, excuse me. Full body armor, I'm just not a big fan of drawing. It's not fun. Anime Boy, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Literally, no one else can create your own art. True. Positive gang, yay! AP can, that is true. We'll do our best to be positive here, even when we're feeling emo. You know, we'll do our best to feel positive still. Your voice will shine through no matter what. Yes. 2 artists might have similar styles, but if one draws horror, one draws romance, the audience will find it different. Yeah, that's true too. Like, you can get a completely different context just from, you know, even with a similar style in those 2 different genres or whatnot. It's fine, I mostly drew women later on, cause lewd. Yeah, I understand that. That seems to be a case with a lot of people. St. Mavis, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Yeah, Crowface, I feel like it gets easier, like, as you get older. People don't really judge you for it as much, or maybe they judge you in different ways, perhaps, but, you know, you just kind of have to not let that stuff bother you too much either. Alyssa, thank you for the redeem. I will do that. Even, we'll do an emo Yumekawa, okay? But I'll still be Yumekawa. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yumekawa! Alright. Thank you. Do I have, Oh, okay, never mind. I was trying something out, but it doesn't seem to work. Wait. Oh, that's my smile. Okay. I was trying to see if I could get the tears up, but it doesn't seem to happen. I was like, I might as well look emo because I'm feeling emo, but that's alright. Lopezax, hi. And Anime Boy, hi. Hope you're both doing well. You're bright, that's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Keiko Big Cutie. Thank you, Alessa. I appreciate that. I mean, at that point, I got my tablet so I could more safely select who I share my art with. Oh, nice. That's good. Still cute, even though sadness. Oh, thank you, Violetta. I appreciate that. Well, I'm glad I can still give you guys a little bit of an entertaining stream, even when not in my best form, you know? I actually really like this stream so far. It's quite nice to just, like, focus on talking with you guys, you know? Because usually I'm always doing something during the stream and kind of staying focused on that, so it's nice to be able to focus with just talking with you guys, too. That reminds me, I need to practice my female anatomy. I believe in you, comic fan. You can do it. Use the site Line of Action. That's a very good one to study anatomy from. They have a lot of reference photos and stuff. Did I miss the Yumekawa? My dad made me miss it. Oh no. I can do it again for you if you want, since you were gone. I don't mind. Hey God. We'll do a bonus Yumekawa, okay? 3, 2, 1. Yumekawa! Okay, there you go. That was a bonus for today. How do you deal with burnout? I've been drawing consistently for years now, but I have not been able to force myself to do much of anything for a few months now. Okay, K-Cat. So artist burnout. So again, I was talking a lot during the earlier part of the stream how I've been dealing a lot with feeling overwhelmed recently, which can be kind of related to burnout in a way as well, because I think they're very closely associated, where it's like, you know, it gets hard to do stuff when you feel really pressured, you know? I would say, honestly, one of the best ways to deal with burnout is just, like, to take care of yourself better. Like, I was just talking about this, but, like, you know, like, try to exercise, eat healthy, and take care of yourself, like, go, you know, meet with friends and stuff when you don't feel good. Because I think the more you just kind of sit and dwell on the burnout, the worse it kind of makes it, to be honest. So you have to really, like, just take your focus off it for a little bit. And then after that, like, you know, try to get back to it as much as possible. And even, like, try to start a daily habit, you know? Like, for, you know, a certain amount of time every day, I'm going to draw this. Like, even if it's just, like, 10 or 15 minutes, you know? Like, try to push yourself to do that. But other than that, also what you could do is maybe switch your focus on projects. Like, sometimes people feel burnt out, I find, if they just, like, you know, keep doing the same thing over and over again and they're not really enjoying it, especially when it comes to art. So maybe, like, you have to take a different direction with your art. Like, maybe you should try something new that you haven't tried. And I find a lot of times if you do switch your focus like that, it helps to, like, kind of create more excitement for creating again, I think. At least I find that to be the case in from my perspective. So even, like, now I'm trying to build a PC, which is something really fun that I've never done before. And I feel, like, really, like, creatively inspired to do that. Which I think it's a creative thing in a way, because it's, like, you're building your own thing, you know? And, you know, that brings some excitement to something I've never tried before. So maybe you want to try something new as well. Perhaps that can help you too, you know? Fan art helped me? Yeah, fan art can be good. I mean, it's different for everyone, you know? Like, it really depends what you're kind of focused on or what you're, like, really interested in doing at the moment, you know? It's best not to force yourself, because what creates creativity is inspiration. That is true. I mean, in my case, sometimes I have to force myself because I do it as a job, but if you don't do it as a job, you know, you don't necessarily have to force yourself to do anything, you know? Thanks for the advice. No problem. I hope it's helpful. Hopefully it's helpful to any degree. Sanju, hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. You know what actually drawing ecchi helps me the most with Burnout? Oh, that's fine. I like drawing ecchi stuff too. It depends. Like, certain characters I like drawing that kind of stuff. For my new manga, I'm not really doing that kind of stuff as much because it's like, Idol Real, they has, like, pretty much all teenage characters because they're all idols. So I don't really draw ecchi of any, like, underage characters or anything because that makes me uncomfortable. But, yeah, like, for some of my OCs and stuff like Mocha, that kind of stuff is fun to draw. I wanted to do, like, in the future, aside from Idol Royale, like, a monster maid cafe or demon maid cafe kind of thing, where they, like, kill all the customers and, like, eat them and stuff, and it's just kind of, like, a weird kind of situation like that, you know? But then a lot of the maid girls are kind of, like, ecchi demon kind of people, so I thought that would be fun to do in the future. No, it's soccer. We're not talking about that here. This is a PG-13 stream, okay? No, nothing to do with cake, okay? Maxa Chavino, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Thank you, thank you. Good choice. Yeah. Definitely a good choice. Everyone's agreeing with Sakura, too. What you described as cake first? Oh, God. Let's not talk about that, okay? Let's not. That's gonna go down some interesting paths if we do that. Oh, Iron Madam, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. How are you doing? How about a manga for your VTuber? Oh my god, Iggy, that'd be so much fun to do. I would love to do that. Oh my god. I would actually really like to do that, to be honest. It's just so hard because I have like so much stuff to do, but you know, maybe I could do some like really quick comics or something. That'd be really fun. And also it can like build on lore, I guess. I'm just like, you can't see it, but I'm just like doing like quote unquote lore. Whatever lore I have, you know? That would actually be a really fun idea. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. I have a journal. I recommend, like, honestly, like, for anyone, not even just, like, creative people, like, anyone, you should have a journal to kind of, like, write down ideas when you get them, because otherwise it can be easy to forget stuff. And, helps to organize your thoughts, too. Yeah, because even if I did, like, something kind of simple, it would be fun to do, you know? VTuber diary manga? Oh, that'd be so cool to do. I would love to do that. It's hard because I like have so many things going on. It's really difficult to find time to do stuff, but maybe if I did something like really quick and sketchy, that could be fun. But how are they gonna get loyal customers if they die on their first visit? I mean, the people who go in don't know that they're gonna die, you know? It's just like a thing. It's just a thing that happens. Maybe, since they're demon girls, they can, like, lure people into the cafe very easily, you know? With their powers and such. Cafe eating people. Oh boy. Let's not go down this territory too much, guys. Them turn into ghost customers. That could be cool too. That's a good idea. You can make a cake first cafe. Oh god, this is not VTuber manga diary. Yeah, that could be fun, you know? Even just like little simple comics. Maybe I'll try to, you know what, I have some free time tonight. Maybe if I'm like up to it, I'll try to do that. You know, that could be fun. Why not? No, I'm saying not drawing ecchi of your teenage characters was a good choice. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't really sure what you were referring to, but yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I know that's common with a lot of manga and stuff, but it's just like, I'm not gonna do that with my own work because it just makes me uncomfortable, you know? However, there is violence in the comics, so I guess that, obviously that's bad too, but the violence isn't viewed in a positive light, you know? Like, it's viewed in a negative light. Kind of like, yeah, I mean, there's like Hunger Games, all that kind of stuff. That, you know, that kind of stuff is common too, obviously. So, I don't really find as much of an issue with that as long as, like, you're showing it in a negative light, but at the same time, you know, whatever. Like, whatever, I'm just, like, creating what I want to, I guess. Keiko's Cake First Cafe. No! Stop it, guys! Stop it! Please. Okay, anyone under 18, please do not search that term. We're not talking about this anymore during the stream, okay? We're not doing it. The Amazing Adventures of Cup in the Maid Cafe in Another World. Oh my god, yeah, just like an isekai version of myself. I mean, I technically am a unicorn in the human world, so I kind of am isekai'd into the human world, so that could be an interesting concept to go off of. Honestly, Iggy, I might do that tonight. We'll see. Well, maybe I'll work on that a little bit, even just something simple. We'll see. Magical Sakura. I want to finish my VTuber and then we can be VTuber friends in the same VTuber world. Yes! That'd be a lot of fun. Do it, Sakura. Become a VTuber. I believe in you. You were just making a model from Vroid, right? You don't want to do a live 2D, right? I know some people who, I know some artists who made their own live 2D. It's a little bit difficult, but, you know, if you watch tutorials online, it's possible to do yourself. So you don't have to, like... I spent money just because I had some saved up to let someone else do it, but I've seen a lot of artists I know do it just themselves, you know? I feel like I shouldn't ask, but what it... No, Cake Cat, we're not getting into that conversation right now. We're not talking about this. This is a PG-13 stream, okay? No more. Yeah, can I hear the music with the nyas again? We'll hear it in the next stream, okay? Because, like, we're just having a chill lo-fi kind of moment right now, just because of the topic of discussion we've been having. I'm starting to feel a little bit better now, though. Definitely help it, like, just talking with you guys helps a lot, so thank you for being here. I do appreciate that. Your mythical creature is the unicorn, mine is the Harones. I love that so much. Oh, actually, Sakura, you should follow on Twitter. There's like, there's a VTuber group called like VTuber Onesans. You would be perfect for that. You gotta join that. Like, go follow them on Twitter. That would be perfect. That one kid though. Thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Thank you. Yeah, Sakura, go join them. You would be perfect for that. My mythical creature is a trash goblin. I thought you were gonna say trash can. That would be amazing. But a trash goblin sounds good too. So my point still stands. This conversation got very weird. It did, comic fan. It did. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, Iggy's excited about that. Jav the Otaku, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Thank you, thank you. I'm doing a live 2D one. Oh, you are, Sakura. Awesome. Yeah, so I know the live 2D software you can use free for like a good chunk of time. So as long as you can get everything done within that time, then, you know, you can use it for free and have everything. So yeah, that's really cool to hear. I mean, it'll be fun to see live 2D in your art style. I think I saw a little bit of it. You might have posted on Instagram stories or whatever, but yeah, that'll be awesome to see. How did we go from mental health? I don't know, comic fan either. I don't even know. This just happened. It's because I talked too much about my new manga I wanted to do. I mean, I have 2 new mangas I had a, you know, idea to do, so we'll see. Which was something else I wanted to talk about actually with you guys as well, like plans for next year and stuff. But let me go through the chat a little bit more first. I just find it so catchy. Yeah, no problem, Maria. How do you pick your color palettes? Cutie, a lot of it has to do with like studying other artists I like and kind of seeing what colors they choose, and I was able to figure out how to build my color palette based off of that. So it's just something like you have to learn from. Usually a good way to practice is like take some illustrations from artists that you really like and put them into Clip Studio or whatever art program you use, and just like eyedrop and drop into a different a document what colors they use, and you can really get a lot of information and study from that, and that helps you figure out like how to pick your own colors too. So that's what I recommend mostly. Otaku, hey, hello. It's funny because I'm playing a goblin scavenger in D&D. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you for the redeem, Otaku. Or Jab the Otaku. I will stretch. Okay. That keeps whatever junk he can get his hands on. Do you mean like a raccoon corrupt face, possibly? That sounds like it. I actually really like raccoons, though. They're really cute, I think, in my opinion. I know a lot of people hate them, but I love them. There was a comic about mental health where a dude mediated by watching his brain, and his brain went between lewd thoughts and disturbing thoughts, so mental health and lewdness are connected. Oh no. Well, maybe that is the case here. That's how we got to the situation we're in. Okay. Alright, so something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, right? This is a little bit more of a serious subject as well. Getting off from what we were just talking about, the cake or whatever. Okay, well, let's not discuss that anymore. But, so as most of you guys know, I'm moving to Japan next year, right around March-ish. And I have been considering, because I have been saving up money for a while, and I still want to have some money saved up to go to school, possibly for like a whole year and stuff too. But I was thinking of like just working really extra hard these last 4 months and like selling stuff as well to just kind of save up money and spend either a year or a little bit close to that, or either just that or cut down on my work a bit so I can really just focus on doing like my manga and stuff. And the reason I say that is because, like, again, I was talking about how it's really one of my dreams to get published, and I think, you know, like, it makes me more anxious, like, more time passes that I don't get to do what I want to, essentially. So I was thinking, like, it could be a good idea to just, like, take a year off from doing my normal stuff to just completely focus on, like, working on my manga and submitting it to publishers and getting feedback and trying to improve and, like, do all that stuff, right? So even if I don't get published during that time, I'll, like, really have improved with that certain amount of time, you know? And this makes me really nervous to do, obviously. First of all, because of money reasons. Even though I do have money saved up, you know, it's still a very nerve-wracking thing to do, like, to not work normally for a year, because it's like, oh, will that be okay? Will I regret it in the end? You know, I don't really know. I'm not 100% sure, but, you know, it's something I'm gonna consider and think about, and, you know, obviously I'd still be streaming, so do not worry. I'm not gonna quit streaming or VTubing or anything. I really love streaming and VTubing, and all my streams are art streams anyway, so I would just be, like, streaming, working on projects or whatever, you know? But, you know, it would just be, like, shifting my focus, essentially. So, I don't know, I've just been, like, thinking about that and considering what I want to do in regards to that, is what I'm saying. Yeah, comic fan. That does not include streaming. Do not worry. I will be obviously streaming. I might be able to even stream more because I would, you know, just be working on personal projects. There's a lot of stuff I can't stream because I am often working on commissions that are private and I cannot share any, like, I cannot share, like, certain things from those commissions because, you know, I have to keep it a secret for the client or whatever. So I might actually be able to stream more if I'm just working on my own stuff for a year, you know? So, you know. Fairy Princess, why are you so cute? Ah, thank you. Japanland, yes. I am going to Japanland, which I'm very excited for. It's something, that's a dream I've had for a very long time as well. So I'm very excited to be able to accomplish that dream and be able to travel more next year. Luckily in the US, it seems like we're getting the COVID vaccine this month, so things are looking really good for that. And, you know, I would really love if I could get the vaccine before I move. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It would make immigrating into the country way easier because then I don't have to go through a bunch of COVID procedures and stuff like that. So I'm really, really hoping, you know, maybe there's a form I can fill out or some way I can get the vaccine sooner so that way the transition there will be a lot easier. But, you know, we'll see. We just kind of have to wait and see how that goes. But, yeah. Is big, risky move? Yeah, I mean, it is. But it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. And I'm going to a language school. So, you know, I've been saving up for 2 years now to be able to do that. So, you know, we'll be focusing on doing that. Quits gaming. I'm not going to quit gaming. I like to play video games in my free time. You know, like, gaming is something I definitely just really like to do for fun. I'm not really competitive at all and stuff when it comes to gaming specifically. And it's funny because, like, I'm really competitive sometimes when it comes to art and that kind of thing, and I, like, compare myself to people a lot, but when it comes to gaming, I'm just, like, completely, like, that's just completely my chill time. Like, I just want to, you know, relax and play some games and stuff, and especially because I'm building my new PC, I'll be able to, you know, stream more games in the future, so that'll be a lot of fun. I can, like, kind of relax with you guys like we are tonight. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. What region of Japan? I'm moving to Tokyo, which is the most basic place you can move to as a weeb, but you know, that is where most of my interests lie, so that's where I'll be going. And that's also where the language school I'm going to is, you know. And I live in New York City. I'm used to living in urban areas, so, you know, I like living in urban areas in general. Even though sometimes they can be stressful, you know, I like everything that urban areas have to offer, and like, especially like sightseeing and like all that kind of stuff, you know? I will be cheering for you then. Oh, thank you, Cruftface. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated with the move and everything, and I already have all my visa stuff straightened out, so that's really cool. Don't have to stress about that anymore, just kind of waiting until I can, like, go there, you know, essentially. And, still gotta get my plane ticket and, housing and stuff straightened out, but I can't really buy the plane ticket yet until they figure out, like, the COVID measures, so kind of have to still wait on that a bit, but, you know, hopefully get that figured out soon. I'll cheer for you as well. Thank you, comic fan, I appreciate that. I mean, yeah, I really appreciate you guys who do support what I'm doing, you know, like, you know, that's just very kind of you, and I hope that me, like, following my dreams and stuff, I guess, can help encourage you to do what you want to do as well, you know? Like, that's kind of my goal in the end. I don't necessarily, like, want to make people feel jealous or anything of the life I live, you know? Because I don't want people to be like, ah, she's moving to Japan, she's, you know, like, everything's going well for her, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I don't want people to feel that way, you know? Like, I want it instead to be like, oh, you know, I'm doing the stuff I want to, so you should do the stuff that you want to as well if you can, you know? Or feel inspired to follow the path that you want to, I guess, is my goal. And obviously you can't really help how people feel, so there's not much you can do about that in the end, but that is my goal at least. When I visit Japan, can I visit you? I want to meet you and give a huge hug. Oh, that'd be so nice. I mean, something that would be really cool is, like, in the future, it would be really fun to do, like, actual meetups and stuff. And that was something I actually wanted to do more before COVID and everything too, but never really got much of a chance to. I mean, I have met people that follow me from, like, especially anime cons and stuff. So that's, like, one of the main people I have met, or one of the main ways I have met people online. But obviously this year all the cons got canceled, so none of that this year. But hey, you know, Crow Phase, I hope it works out. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like to get a job in Japan, but COVID ruined my plans. I mean, yeah, Sakura. I mean, I was supposed to go earlier too, but I was supposed to be leaving by December, but, you know, COVID kind of, you know, made that not happen too. So don't worry, everyone's getting delayed now because of it. We can't really do much about it, unfortunately, but, you know, hopefully we'll both get a chance to do that soon. Well, my dream is to become a professional comic as well. I hope it goes well for me. Hey, well, good luck with that, comic fan. I wish you luck with that. Same, I want to meet so many artists we never got to. Yeah, I know, like, anytime I go to artist alleys, I'm usually really busy just because, like, you know, we have to be behind the table and stuff, but I do like to meet people if I can, but sometimes it is quite difficult too, you know, just because it's very busy. Nicholas Isaac, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Thank you, thank you. Hola, hello. I believe in you. Yeah, I believe in you too, comic fan. You can do it. Hello, Gothic Lolita Angel. How's it going? I'm also doing the same regarding comic work, but through the indie path. Hey, well, that's really nice. That's pretty much what I did too. Like, I just post a lot of my work online. I've self-published comics. You know, there's Kickstarter if you ever were interested in that. Yeah, and Patreon, obviously, I do that as well. You know, there's a lot of different paths you can take when it comes to that. So you just kind of have to do what you can, right? Like, whatever is kind of possible for you to do, you should just kind of take steps to do that, right? I realized the typo until I read it. No problem, comic fan, no problem. Alright, what else did I want to talk about? I had like, it's kind of dumb, but I had like a vent list next to me. So, let's see. Because like, if I was going to do a just chatting stream, I wanted to have like some topics to talk about, you know? Obviously, if you guys want to ask me anything, feel free to do that as well. I'm fine with that too. Let's see. Yeah, so I was just talking about like taking a year off, right? But I mean, part of that I thought it would be a good idea too, because I will be going to language school, so it will give me a chance to like focus on my classes more, which I think would be beneficial. Like, even though the classes are just going to be 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday, essentially, you know, it would be good to be able to focus on that and really accomplish one of my other dreams, which is becoming fluent in Japanese, which is something I've been trying for many years. So, you know, that'd be very nice too. I'd love to do that too. And yeah, other than that, just like focusing on my manga and trying to get as much stuff done as I can. If I were to do that, it would be really nice if I can get like 1 chapter of manga done every month. I do not think I can keep up with that pace. It would probably be like 1 every 2 months or something realistically, but you know, like, cause I know my pace better now, and I do think I'm a lot faster than I used to be. So I think if I really put my mind to it, that would be like, in that range would be possible. But you know, I just have to think about it more. Favorite monster girls. Okay, so this is a discussion I was actually having with some people in my Discord. Am I a monster girl? Because obviously monster girls are all the rage in anime and manga sphere, you know? You guys know that. But, I am a unicorn girl. So are unicorns considered monster girls? I'm not 100% sure. Like, I guess technically, right? Because I'm a half human, half creature? Or half girl? More specifically, half girl, half creature. So, I guess it counts, but I'm not like the typical monster, like, when I think of monster girls, right? Like a cyclops or serpent or Medusa or something. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm a little bit different monster girl. I'm very like sparkly and rainbow. I'm like a magical girl, monster girl almost. I didn't realize the typo until you read it. No problem, comic fan. And are Succubi and Slime Girls in the top 10? Probably. I'm surprised how popular both are. Yeah, they're both considered monster girls as well, so I guess it makes sense that unicorn girls would be monster girls too, right? Like, I wouldn't see why not. Sakura, I want to be fluent in Japanese too. I'm at least certified to N3 level. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I definitely think you can become fluent as well, Sakura. Especially moving, like you get the immersion, you know? And yeah, it's really good that you pass that test. Actually, I was planning to take maybe the N3 or something as well once I move and like I'm going to classes for a little while. Because I know that, oh, if you guys don't know, So what she's talking about, the N3, that's like a Japanese language test, and it just basically tests your level of fluency, and it can help you get hired for jobs and stuff more easily. So there are 5 different levels. There's the N5, which is the easiest, N4, which is a little bit harder, and then so on, and then N1 is like basically impossible. Like you can read newspapers and like a bunch of Chinese characters like kanji and stuff. It's like very difficult. N2 is more like basic conversational level. With the N2, passing that, you can pretty much have an easier time finding jobs and that kind of stuff. You basically know like everyday Japanese, you know? And you're basically fluent, or mostly fluent in it. So I would like to eventually pass the N2. I'll probably try the N3 first and see how that goes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. If Dragon Girls are monster girls, and yes. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. That is true. Yes, you are a monster. A beautiful monster. Thank you, AP Cat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Unicorns are monsters? Yeah, pretty much, right? Like, it's a creature with magical powers and stuff, right? So, it's understandable. I had to take a little swig of water there. I mean, they are at least considered supernatural. I don't know anything about monster girls. Yeah, that's true, I guess. I mean, if you're a supernatural creature combined with a girl, I guess that's good enough, right? Right? Maybe? Anyway. I mean, they are at least considered supernatural. I don't really know anything about monster girls. Yeah, like, at least supernatural, right? Like, for example, would you consider a ghost girl a monster girl? I wouldn't really consider a ghost girl a monster girl, right? But they are supernatural still. So that's where, like, it kind of gets into the gray area. Like, what is a monster girl? What isn't, you know? But I guess a ghost girl wouldn't count as much because it's like they were a human previously. So then that logic wouldn't really make sense because it's like, oh, well, they were a human anyway. So it's not like they're really, you know, they have monster features or, like, creature features. Nice rhyme there. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. N2 and N1 are the only ones that matter for business. Yeah, exactly, Sakura. So I'd probably want to take just like the N2. I don't think it's really necessary for doing manga and stuff to take the N1. Like, that seems a little bit ridiculous, you know? But N2, yeah, definitely. Probably N1 would be like more if you really want to become a serious translator or something, you know? Like, that would make sense more for N1, but N2 is probably like okay for most other jobs, I think. At least it seems that way. I actually had a nightmare once about a huge unicorn chasing me around every night, big as a tank and bulldozing through obstacles or teleporting if I got out of sight until sunrise. Oh my god, that's intense. Maybe that unicorn was me. No, I'm just kidding. But, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully that unicorn will leave you alone in the future, at least. Everyone is a monster. Getting very psychological, Losers Cube. But hello, how are you going? Did you check out Imabi? No, I did not check out Imabi. What is that? Maybe you talked about it last time, but I don't quite remember. I didn't quite know how to react to that dream after waking up. Yeah, that is quite a bizarre dream, isn't it? I mean, most dreams are pretty bizarre in general, but yeah. N1 is for doctors, N2 is fine for translation. Oh, I see. Okay, that's good to know, Sakura. That's very interesting. I did not know that. So N1, I guess, is like you have to know really complicated terms and stuff then. Like medical terms and all that. Yeah, I don't think that's really necessary for an artist to do, or like someone who knows like conversational Japanese and stuff, you know? No, it wasn't pink, it was whiter than snow. Oh, okay, so it probably wasn't me then. I mean, I have white ears, but, you know, other than that, I have, like, a rainbow horn and all that. So, yeah. I kind of have, like, pink and white features. I wish I could show you guys my tail, also. I actually have, like, a rainbow colored tail, but I can't show you guys because that's behind me, and... if I try to turn around, I don't think that's gonna work out for me in this current form. So, you know, maybe one day when I get a 3D version of myself, we can see how that works out. I'm doing good. That's good to hear, Losers Q. I'm glad to hear that. I don't think you're like 12 feet tall while level 4s either. I mean, you would be surprised though. Like, unicorns do have quite some interesting powers. There are some ones who can like, I mean, technically I can shapeshift as well, because I can go from like my horse form into a human form too, like I am now, right? I mean, even in my human form, I still have some of my features, like my horn and ears and stuff. So I can't like completely get rid of it, but you know, I can shapeshift to a certain degree. But you never know, maybe there are some unicorns who can shapeshift to become huge or something, right? I know some unicorns who can like fly and do all that, but my wings are too small, like I've mentioned before, so I can't really fly all that much. I can just kind of like slightly levitate, unfortunately. Whereas like, I know some unicorns who have much bigger wings and they can like completely just fly around. I'm super jealous of them, because that'd be really cool to be able to do, you know? In my case, like, actually I do know some unicorns though who don't have any wings at all. Technically, like, creatures like me who have wings are also considered like a Pegasus. So Pegasus is like a horse with wings. So a lot of unicorns have both of those traits of like a unicorn and a Pegasus. Because the unicorn just means the horn, and Pegasus is like the wings. But a lot of times the two are combined. So sometimes there are some who will be just a Pegasus, some who will be just a unicorn, and some who will be like a combination of both, kind of like I am, right? So there's a little interesting lore for you, I guess. Some unicorn lore for you guys to know. You have a horse form? I do. I can't really show it to you guys right now though. It's a little bit embarrassing. I can't talk in that form either, because, you know, horses don't have the vocal cords to talk like a human does. So I do find this form to be much more convenient. The only problem is, like, when I'm in human form, I can't use like magical stuff as much, which is a little bit unfortunate. If I'm in my horse form, I can use kind of magical powers a little bit more, which again for me in my case are a little bit more limited. Like I can slightly shapeshift and maybe fly a little bit, but you know. Wait, so you're an enormous unicorn? I'm not saying I am, but I'm not denying it either. Isaac, hello. How's it going? Pegasi. Yes, the Pegasi are gathering. Good news for you on the cute music. I showed you, threw it out the draft so you can have it. Oh, okay. Isaac, that's so. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that you threw it out, but I'm happy to use it on stream and stuff. That would be an olicorn. Wait, is an olicorn like the actual term for a combination between a unicorn and a Pegasus? Because I didn't know that. See, even I don't like know too much about my own species. I'm like trying to pretend to talk about this stuff, you know? Anyway. Never thought I'd be learning about unicorn terminology today. Hey, well, here we are, right? We went from being emo earlier in the stream and having like existential crisis to now talking about unicorn lore, so hey, I guess we progressed quite a bit, right? I have heard that the myth of unicorns at least partially originate from observings of narwhals. Yeah, that's true, Crupface. Actually, like, back in the day, a lot of people thought that narwhals were unicorns just because the horns look very similar, you know? So people are like, oh, those are unicorns, but they were actually narwhals, and, you know, how dare you mix the two up? Like, unicorns can't swim, but, you know, it's whatever. Narwhals are pretty nice, too. I gotta dip, but I'm looking forward to your next stream. No problem, Cutie Cringe. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Feel free to stop by next time. We'll probably be doing more art and productive stuff. So yeah, thank you. Pegasi are all Greek mythos, though. Yeah, I know, like, that is a part of Greek mythos as well, isn't it? They did like the unicorn species. I mean, we have existed for a very, very long time, you know? And I'm glad I can be here with you on this, this digital kind of platform now, which I ended up growing up with as well too, but you know, it's very convenient these days, isn't it? Back then they just had to write about us on like stone tablets and stuff, but now I can actually talk with you guys even across the world, so that's very nice. I think the internet is kind of like magic in and of itself, isn't it? Probably even better than a lot of the magic I can use, to be honest, because a lot of the magic I can use is very pointless, whereas this actually does something that's kind of cool, you know? I can like talk with people all around the world and share art, and that's really neat. Pegasus. Oh god, if we ever do like an Among Us stream, you guys have to use that, just Pegasus. Damn, Keiko isn't a unicorn, Keiko is an alicorn. Sorry for swearing, you don't have to be sorry, Sakura, you're good. But I still like to identify as a unicorn. I feel like I identify with that term a bit more though, you know? So I prefer to use that, but I guess technically I am an alicorn then as well. Sorry, I yawned a little bit. I'm a little bit tired, a bit sleepy. I might play some games after the stream's done too. I would play on stream, but unfortunately my computer is a potato and it's gonna break down the CPU if I try to play at the same time as streaming. So, hey, well, I'll be making my new computer soon, so do not worry. I am going to buy computer parts this weekend, hopefully, so I'll make a stream when I'm putting that all together, because that'll be a lot of fun. So if I need to hide from you, I go to the pool. I mean, I guess so. I can kind of swim. Like, I can swim in my human form, okay? But if I'm in my horse form, it's, like, impossible. Like, I'm literally just gonna drown, you know? So, it's not a very good idea to do that. Selena, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Thank you. Keiko, can I draw you in your horse form? Yeah, of course you can, Aria. If you do that, feel free to share that on the Discord. I'd be happy to see that. Yeah, so another thing, like, you guys are saying, oh, I have a horse form, whatever. I don't really like to go into it too much, because it's kind of pointless, aside from, like, the fact I can use magic a little bit more. Like, if I need to use that specifically, I guess I'll go into my horse form. But otherwise, like, you know, I live in the human world. It's way easier to just, like, go about in this form and, like, you know, live my life. Right? Like, it doesn't really make sense to be a horse most of the time. You don't really have that many rights as a horse, and it makes life more difficult, and I can't draw even, you know? What's the point of life if I can't draw, right? I like drawing, so I need my human form to do that. So yeah. I mean, I guess if I'm a horse, I can technically draw by just, like, dragging a stick on the ground or something, but that's like, why would I do that, you know? What's the point of that? Your magic is in Clip Studio and Twitter. Exactly. Exactly, Isaac. The internet is a blessing and a curse if you ask me. That is true, that is true. Kind of like we were talking about before, and being on social media too much can cause a lot of mental health issues. So sometimes you gotta take a little break from it, you know? Sometimes that's how it's gotta be. Quick read on unicorns. Apparently you guys have a violent temper, but do not attack virginal humans. Why is that, Keiko? Wow, humans really have some weird kind of rumors spreading about us, don't they? I mean, it's not like we're a cult or anything where we sacrifice anime girls. Okay. I mean, I didn't say anything. Don't worry about that. Everything is fine here, okay? There's no violent temper, okay? Everything's good. We swear all the time, oh god. Yeah, I mean, swearing's okay because it's a PG-13 stream, so, you know, swearing's fine. Swearing is considered PG-13, isn't it? Like, usually PG-13 movies have cursing and stuff. That should be fine. I don't think that's, like, R-rated or anything. But mostly a blessing. Yeah, true comic fan. Let's go! You good, Saku, I swear here, yeah. Do you have a or like a description of what you look like in your horse form? I do not have a reference for it, unfortunately. So, I guess if you want to just like make your own interpretation of it, you can do that. But yeah, otherwise I don't really have a horse form of myself as like a reference sheet. Again, it's like a little bit embarrassing because I don't really like being in my horse form that much. And, you know, people make fun of me and they're like, oh, like, you're a horse face or something, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, leave me alone. Don't say such mean things about me. You know? I'm a very pretty unicorn girl. Be nice to me. There's also the bicorns, 2-horned horses. Yes, exactly, like in my manga Unicorn Death. If you guys haven't read that, you guys can check that out on my website. PG-13 can include one F word, but anything under that is fine. Wait, is that really true? Huh. So the F word is like, you only get the F card once, and then that's it. So okay, guys, just remember that rule, I guess. You get to say the F word once, but that's it. You don't get any other times, okay? Okay, that will be so much fun. Yeah! I'm very, if you did decide to do that, I'd be very happy to see it. That's very exciting. I'm always happy to share it as well, if you want to post it. It's only one F word per stream and I just took it. Exactly, Violetta. You did it. Good job. No, no horny horse. No. That's not how it works here. No. Dusty Carpenter Carpet. Thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Thank you. Oh god, people used to like bully me when I was a kid with that kind of stuff as well. I was like, ha ha ha, horny horse, like you have a horn, haha. And I'm like, no, be quiet. Cat Scribbles, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Thank you. You can say frick, but no the other one. Yeah, you guys can say frick all you want, or fudge, or whatever else you want to use. Frick is a good word. Welp, F for me then. Oh no, Iggy. Violetta, I am the PogChamp. Yes, you all are my little PogChamps. I love that meme so much, it's so good. Did you guys see, if you guys know the VTuber I'm Ritaka, they posted this clip on their Twitter from one of their streams where they were just like, pretend crying. They're just like, you're not my little PogChamp. You're just a weird champ. I was dying. I was like, especially the way he was saying it. It was like so cringe, but so funny. I love it so much. You guys are just a bunch of weird champs. I don't like you anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Do not worry. Cease thy mockery. Yeah, right? Oh, heck is a good one. Heck is like one of my favorite ones to use. I say that all the time. I'm just like, heck. Heck. Okay, anyway. Fudge flip dangarino. Dangarino's funny. I prefer saying F, so just so I can make a reference to Persona 5. Is that a Persona 5 reference? I don't even know, but F sounds good too. Cup, I'm like 90% swear words. Well, now you just gotta say F all the time, Iggy. No more F words for you. The F card was taken for the stream. No more. But I may say other words too, right? See, Mickey? You're all a bunch of weird champers. Yeah, exactly. the censored heck, yeah, right? I love that so much. That's so good. Oh boy. I'm like getting lightheaded from talking too much. I gotta take a sip of water. Hang on. How do people even stream? Like, you gotta talk so much. Why am I complaining about that? Okay, I'm gonna eat a little caramel and take a little break from talking while you guys are chatting. I'll read it. I'll respond in a sec. I have some White Rabbit caramels, which are very tasty, so I'll probably eat all of them. And I have to actually go eat dinner soon too, but a little snack before then, I guess. White Rabbits are so tasty. I love them so much. I want to go buy some more now. If you guys don't know what they are, they're like a Chinese, like, milky caramel. They're a bit hard to chew, though. Aside from unicorns and pegi, there's also the kelpie horses that lurk in the lake. I did not know that. I've never seen a lake lurking horse. Now I want to try to go meet one. I wonder where I can find one of those. Do you guys have an idea? I should go search for Kelpie. Matt, hello. How are you doing? Sorry I'm in the middle of chewing right now. Aquatic myth horse. That's really cool. I actually didn't know that because like all the unicorns I know are either like just unicorns or Pegasus, right? So I didn't know about that. I mean, I guess I wasn't paying attention in school when they were talking about like unicorn history too much, unfortunately. Do not follow my example. But hey, now I know. Iggy, don't cry. Everything's gonna be okay, I promise. They lure mortals into water to drown them? Oh, well that's not very nice. Well, that's probably why I never met one then. Maybe I don't want to go meet one. I mean, I warn you guys all the time about like how my horn's dangerous if you go near it. And I tell you guys like stop head patting me because you keep injuring yourself. So, I mean, unicorns are dangerous to a certain extent as well, obviously. But, you know, I try to at least warn people about it and, like, make sure I'm careful so that humans don't get hurt, because I don't want to hurt humans. Like, why do you want to do that? Taking Respirin before streams helps me. Wait, what is that? That helps you, like, with talking or, like, having energy? Don't do drugs, kids. Now this conversation's getting really weird. Somehow we got into profanity. I mean, when do things not get weird, you know? That's just our life right now. It's okay. Life is strange. Ha, I said the game title. No, I'm just kidding. I'm almost done chewing the caramel. I don't know if you guys can hear me at all. Okay, I finished it. That was very tasty though. Excuse me. I know exactly where. Kelpies are found in Scotland. Oh, okay. I've never been to Scotland, so that's probably why I've never seen them. You can also find shape-shifting lake horses in Scandinavian lands called nixies. Oh, well, I have been to Finland and Sweden before, but I've only really been, like, in the more urban areas, so that's probably why I've never seen them before. So probably if I went around there, I'd probably be able to find one, but I don't know if I want to go visit them now. They sound kind of mean, you know? Like, I don't know about that. They don't sound very nice. They also like to drown people. My fascination with drawing monsters has led me to reading and studying a lot of mythical creatures. Hey, I mean, that's really cool, Corrupt Face. Yeah, it sounds like you even know, like, more about this kind of stuff than I do, and I'm, like, a unicorn myself, you know? So it's like, hey. That's really cool, though. Respirin is an ancient Chinese recipe commodified into an over-the-counter supplement for asthma breathing easier. Oh, I see, I see. So it's like a nice little, like, natural remedy. Well, that's cool. It's got like peppermint and stuff. Well, that's good. So that then you can just take it without worrying side effects and stuff. Hey, Sweden. Yeah, I've only been to Stockholm though. That's it. Because usually I go visit I have some family in Finland actually, which is quite ironic because it's like, hey, there are unicorns from there, and obviously the other unicorns I'm born from are from there, you know? So, you know, a lot of us are from like that kind of European area, as you guys know. A lot of us come from, you hear about in Greek mythology and that kind of stuff as well. So, you know, obviously there are a lot of us around the world, but you know, at least a lot of the ones I know are from European countries at least. But hey, now I live in America, so, and soon I'll be moving into Japan, so that'll be cool. I wonder what kind of creatures I can meet in Japan. Maybe like, they're not really creatures, but like some yokai or ghosts or something. That'd be a little bit spooky though. Maybe I gotta play like Phasmophobia when I'm in Japan, but like IRL. Oh my god, wait, that would be like the coolest stream though. Like if I was able to somehow stream IRL and like go to some haunted places and stuff. Oh my god, that would be so awesome. I wish I could like get that set up. That'd be so fun to do. I don't know, we'll see in the future. We'll see how things work out, right? Heck, Sweden. Oof, the fins are weird. Explains you. Wait, what fins? Fins? Oh, like for the aquatic, like the aquatic unicorns? Yeah, where would they even be placed? That makes me curious. Like, the way I kind of just think about it is that almost their back legs are gone and they just have like a mermaid tail or something. But that's probably not how they look like, I'm guessing. Oh wait, I just realized you're talking about Finnish people. I feel dumb. I feel like that just like even whatchamacallit? That just like proved your point. I'm also from one of them European countries. Yeah, one of them European countries out there. Fins isn't for Finland. Yeah, I realized that like way too late, but that's okay. I got to go into a little like sidetrack anyway. No, Finnish people are weird though. I do agree with that. There's no doubting that. They're like they kind of have the stereotype of being like socially awkward a lot of the times, which basically explains me. Hey, that's why I'm a VTuber. It's a lot easier to talk online than with people sometimes in real life, you know? Just rent out the Ju-on house? What is that? I do not know about that. That sounds interesting. If you can, thank you for the hydrate check. I will do that. Marimekko. Yes, Marimekko is from Finland. When I was a kid, I used to have a big Marimekko like blanket. The one with the red flowers on it, which is probably their most iconic one. In all fairness, capital F on fins would probably help. Yeah, if it was like that, I probably would have gotten it. But I thought we were talking about like the aquatic unicorns, so I thought I had to do with that. McComic fan, thank you for the redeem. I will stretch. Okay. Have you seen The Grudge? I have not seen The Grudge, but I do like horror stuff, so maybe I would enjoy it. But honestly, like, I'm not as big a fan of horror movies as I am of like horror games and stuff, personally, and horror like anime and manga too. So it depends. Like, I watched The Ring and I didn't find it to be scary at all. Honestly, it was like kind of boring almost, but it was still kind of interesting. I was just like, whatever. You know, it was kind of meh for me. Maybe because it's an old movie. Moomin is also from Finland and animated in Japan. Yes! Yeah, actually, Japan really, really likes Moomin. And Finland has a really big comics culture, too. If you guys didn't know, like, they have a big comic convention there where a lot of indie artists come join in and make stuff. Chief Beef, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. Chief Beef! Thank you. How are you doing? I wanted to say that more like, if you guys watch Game Grumps and they find a person who has like a name that they really like, they're like, Chief Beef, or something like that, you know? I love that so much. Spooky Saturday? Ooh. I wanna have a spooky Saturday. Do you like Finnish licorice? I hate Finnish. No. I hate Finnish licorice. That's like my worst enemy. I despise Finnish licorice. Guys, like, only eat Finnish licorice if like you're doing a punishment game, okay? Like, that's the only time you would literally buy Finnish licorice, because I don't know how any human creature can enjoy that stuff. I mean, maybe it's because I'm a unicorn and I prefer like sweeter stuff usually, but oh my god, I cannot stand Finnish licorice. But I don't know, maybe there are other humans who feel that way as well. Oh, Hikari Yumi, hello, thank you for the raid. How you doing? Hello. How was your stream? Was it good? Thank you for being here, I appreciate it. Blanky, yo, how are you doing? That's the cursed house. Anyone who walks in is marked for death. Oh, that sounds interesting. Well, I mean, I'm a unicorn girl, so I'd probably be okay if I walked in, but that's probably a lot more scary for humans to walk into, isn't it? The Ring isn't scary. Yeah, it's not scary at all, in my opinion. I watch a lot of horror movies with a friend. I like to play a guessing game on what the monster is, usually undead, demon, fae, or eldritch horror. Oh yeah, because you know a lot of like creatures and stuff, so that can be a lot of fun to guess what it is. Yeah, for sure. Because obviously, like most human-made movies like that, they do get inspiration from like some kind of media. And even for me as a unicorn, you know, like I get inspiration from a lot of anime and manga and stuff I like too that are made by humans. So I incorporate that into my own work too. Any licorice for me is punishment. Oh, same though, Blanky, same. I cannot stand licorice, it's awful. But especially Finnish licorice, because they like salt it, it's like, ah. Like, no thank you, I do not need that in my life. But you know what is the best though? Finnish chocolate. If you guys have not had Finnish chocolate, oh my god, go buy some phaser chocolate. It's like the best stuff ever. It's like the creamiest, like most like deep, rich like milk chocolate you'll ever have. Oh my god, it's so good. If I can get it anytime, I just like in love with it so much. I like want to eat the whole entire bar. Like it's just so good. I cannot stop myself. I like will be constantly eating it if I have it. Toxic Avenger, hello, how are you doing? Yes, welcome. Wait, Iggy, how do you not have a founder? I thought Iggy had a founder too. Oh no, it's because Iggy came later, I think, that's why. Maybe? I don't remember, actually. I do not remember. I got affiliate pretty early, so maybe Iggy wasn't around at that time. I don't quite remember though, the timeline. I can't buy stuff. Oh, okay. Wait, but you have a sub though. Sorry, I'm trying to eat it like another piece of caramel too. I'm just like slightly chewing on it while I'm talking. Hi, stream was good. Thanks for asking. That's good to hear, Yumi. What did you guys do during your stream? We're just having like a nice, relaxing chat tonight, so, you know, happy to have you here to hang out with us. Speaking of licorice, I need to grab my dinner. That's probably a good idea. I gotta do that soon. I haven't eaten yet, so that's why I'm like chewing on caramel. So I'm probably gonna go eat dinner sometime soon, but we can still talk for a little bit longer and we can figure out someone to raid. OMG, Finnish chocolate is so good, right? It's literally the best thing ever. It's like one of my favorite candies of all time for sure. I can't buy stuff, I don't have a credit card? Oh no! That's very rare though. I mean, yeah, I guess it happens. Wait, so all your subs, did like people just gift it? Oh, Techno is gifted. Oh, that's very nice of Techno. That's cool. Oh, that makes more sense then. Wherever you're, Techno, thank you for gifting subs to Iggy for 3 months. That's very kind of you. I hate licorice, but the Australian strawberry licorice is like, oh no, like sweet licorice, that's totally fine. Like, any like strawberry licorice or anything like that, totally tasty. I love that stuff. I like Twizzlers as well, which some people don't like, but I personally like them. But any like black licorice, no, I cannot do that. It's way too bitter for me. Back with dinner. Nice. Welcome back, Corrupt Face. When my Finnish friends get Finnish sweets, I try them. They're crazy good. I know, right? Like, if you guys ever go to Finland and go to their grocery store, it's insane. Like, literally, it feels like half of the grocery store is just candy. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's just, like, literally how it feels. And their grocery stores, at least the ones I've been to, like, a little bit, maybe outside of Helsinki, like, the capital city, they have, like, they're huge, like, you know, huge grocery stores, even bigger than here in America sometimes. Maybe not as big as, like, Walmarts and stuff, but pretty big, you know? And they just have huge candy sections of like all different kinds of stuff. So I'm like constantly eating candy when I'm there, which is honestly probably not really a good thing, but oh my god, Finnish candy is like next level, seriously. That's like one of my favorite things about going there. I always bring a lot of candy home because there's just so much variety, and like especially gummies are really big there, which I love gummies. And their chocolate's amazing. They have so many flavors of chocolate. It's like, Ah, man, I'm like really craving Finnish candy now. I'm gonna go buy some. There's like a Finnish / Swedish candy store in the city, so maybe I'll try to travel there when I have time and get some more phaser chocolate, because that's literally the only place I know that has phaser chocolate, unfortunately. Otherwise, I can't really get it, unless, I guess I can order online, but, you know. Also, I've been here since you hit Affiliate Cup. How can't you remember your first mod? No, I do remember you, Iggy. I just didn't remember if, like, you came before or after I hit Affiliate, so that makes sense. Because the thing is, like, I started streaming for a little while without a mod in the beginning, because, you know, I was still, like, getting set up and stuff. But, do not worry, Iggy, I do not forget you. It's just, like, I can't really remember the timeline that well. Time really flows weird when you become an adult. Like, it's really hard to remember when stuff happens, especially this year with COVID and everything's really weird, you know? Like, I have a very hard time remembering when stuff happened and, like, kind of the timeline for stuff and everything, you know? Even I'm just like, how long have I been streaming for now? Like, 3 months or something, I guess? You know? Something like that. We just played a game that made me rage, so I'm happy to chill out here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Yumi, but I hope you do get to chill out a little bit. Yep, all my subs are gifted. Yeah, that makes sense. Aria, okay, I hate Twizzlers. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who don't really like them, but personally, I like them, so. Also, not weird, I do have a debit card, but it's in my currency, so it doesn't work when I get to Netherlands. I'll have money to simp for. Oh, are you, like, moving to the Netherlands, Iggy? That's very interesting. That's cool. So, I mean, do you have, like, you could use a PayPal or something, right? Because then that automatically transfers currency. Because a lot of work I do is for, like, people in different countries, too. So if you use PayPal, they automatically change the currency from one to another. So it makes things very convenient. So that people can, like, you know, even if it goes to euros, they can pay with US dollars or whatever for my stuff. Hello, Ryu. How's it going? Enjoy your lurk, Ryu. Alas, I don't like chocolate. Oh, well, that's okay, Crop Face. Even, in terms of Finnish candy, I really like the gummies, like I said, too. They're very, very tasty. They have so many different kinds, if you are interested in that, too. But other than that, there's, in general, just a wide variety. Has anyone been to Wegmans? Oh, I love Wegmans! Oh my god. Do you guys know Wegmans? Like, anyone here in the chat know Wegmans? Oh my god, it's so good. There's actually one that opened in Brooklyn in New York City recently, because we didn't have any Wegmans near us before, you know, like, there were no Wegmans in New York City. But, yeah, they just, like, opened one in Brooklyn, and I went there, I was like, oh my god, there's so much stuff here, it's so amazing. Especially, like, their food bar and everything. It's, like, so good. It's a little bit expensive, some of the stuff, but, you know, some of the stuff can be cheaper as well, but it's just really fun to go. Oh, yeah, their candy stores are huge. Right? Yeah, right, Losers Q? US candy is trash. Most of the world has better candy. Oh my god, 100%, 100%. Yeah, like, I really hate candy here, to be honest. It's really low quality, the chocolate and everything, and, you know, it's just, like, makes me wish for better, you know? Most of the candy I eat, honestly, is just, like, Japanese candy that I get when I go to the market. Because luckily there are a lot of, like, Asian markets and stuff in New York City, so I often go there and buy candy instead. Because, yeah, I really don't like American candy, except for, like, sour candy is a little bit of an exception. I really like extreme sour sweet tarts. That's probably my favorite American candy. But other than that, it's really hard to find, like, good stuff, you know? Even, like, Haribo, which is really popular here. That's from Europe, you know? It's not even, like, American candy, so... it sucks so bad. That's okay. Iggy, the problem is $1 equals 1 million my currency? That's a problem? Oh, wait, really? Dang. Okay, well, that's understandable then. Yeah, I know, I do know some countries have really bad exchange rates when it comes to that stuff, so it does depend where you live. But yeah, if you live in the Netherlands, you'll probably get a better exchange rate. Do they use euros there? If so, that's probably gonna be better for you then. Crow face, num 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 num. Yes, I'm eating a little caramel. Num num. I know you're eating dinner now, too. Sakura, Wegmans is the best. Wegmans brand gluten-free mixes are so good. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, that must be really convenient for you because I know you can't eat gluten much. I need to try candy from anywhere else but the US. Yes, exactly, Arya. That is that is the goal. Big comic fan, is US candy really that bad? The answer is yes. It's just like, the thing is like our chocolate just, it doesn't taste like chocolate at all, you know? It just tastes like sugar, which is, you know, sometimes I'm kind of in the mood for, but it's like, it's really not that great, you know? And the gummies as well, like European gummies like Haribo are way better compared to like Trolli or any of the brands the US has. So, and also we don't have as wide of a variety as some countries. Like one of the reasons I really like Japanese candy is because there's so many different like flavors and varieties, so I always get to like try something different. So yeah, it's just like, even like I'm eating Chinese caramels now. I even like Chinese candies better too. So I'm just like, I feel like every other country just has better sweets than the US, to be honest. Or at least like in terms of candy, you know? The US does have good sweets, but it depends what kind. Venezuelan hyperinflation just be going up. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Iggy. So you live in Venezuela. Ah, dang. Well, I hope you're able to have a smooth transition to go to the Netherlands then. Does anyone know the brand Albanese gummies? I don't know that myself. Hello, I has fact. Pringles are ingeniously designed, stackable, slim, and dispensed in a sturdy container that prevents breakage. I love that we're talking about like snacks and candy and stuff now, and like this comes up. Pringles use a special recipe which doesn't actually include potatoes. Instead, they're made with something called dehydrated processed potato. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. They're not like literally sliced potato, you know? They just like shape it to be the shape they are. Corn, rice, and wheat. By contrast, potato chips are fairly straightforward, thinly sliced potatoes. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, like, Pringles are pretty good. I like Pringles. Those are a pretty good US snack. I'll give the US that. Sometimes in the mood for a good Pringle. They're very, like, I like them compared to normal, like, Lay's potato chips. Lay's are kind of like the bottom of the barrel potato chip. Pringles are definitely a step above that for me, because they're, like, they're much more, like, light and crisp and stuff, and, like, they don't feel as oily, which is pretty nice, I think. So, yeah, definitely my preference when it comes to chips. Milk chocolate sucks, too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, no. I'm not a fan of Haribo. I'm in love with Albanese gummies. Okay, well, I'll have to try that next time if I get a chance to see that. I never seen that before, so that'd be cool. Our cereal's next level, though. American cereal is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It is pretty good. I never ever eat it just because it's so bad for you, but American cereal is pretty damn good. Like, maybe if I could eat it for dessert or something, I could do that, but yeah, yeah, not very good for your health, though. Thank you. No problem, Mickey. Yeah, I know you must be in like a difficult situation now, so hopefully you're, like everything goes smoothly for you. We're insane when it comes to combining foods and flavors. Yeah, for sure. I like screaming hot veggie straws. Ooh, veggie straws are not bad too. Not bad. I prefer, like kind of the green pea crisp kind of stuff instead, personally. What are everyone's thoughts on Doritos? Okay, I gotta confess something to you guys. I'm not a fan of Doritos at all. Like, for me, they're like a bottom of the barrel snack. I'm sorry, probably some of you guys are not gonna be happy with me saying that, but I just really don't like Doritos. I mean, I'll eat them if they're like in front of me because I'm like, hey, snack. But, you know, otherwise I really don't like them that much. I prefer like, you know, some ones I like, probably Cheetos is my favorite, to be honest. I really like cheesy stuff, like Cheetos or like cheesy popcorn, like Smart Food, that kind of stuff. I really prefer a lot more, to be honest. I like anything with cheese, essentially. So maybe if they made cheesy Doritos, I would like that more. Who knows? Oh, Cup, I know who we can raid afterward. Pudling, she's streaming? Oh yeah, I would love to do that. I'm gonna copy that. I know, she was just here the other day. Username I made. Thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Thank you. Yeah, it would be nice to go hang out with her more. I'm probably gonna have to like eat dinner and stuff, but you know, we can hang out there. I don't like most Doritos. The sweet chilies are amazing. I never had that one before. I am Demi Cat. Thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Thank you, thank you. You know what? I kind of like this format, like the just chatting. Would you guys be okay with me doing streams like this sometimes? Because this is quite nice, I think. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Like, I was a bit worried it would be, you know, like I said, I really wanted to vent. I'm feeling way better now, honestly, after talking, but, you know, I was afraid, like, just me chatting with you guys would be a little bit boring, because I'm not, like, doing anything in the background like I usually do, like art or something. But, if you guys like this, I'll do more of these in the future. And, like, not all the time, you know, but maybe just, like, once in a while, right? If you guys are interested in that. Username I made. Hi. Hello. I don't like most Doritos. Yeah, I read that. Cruff face. Gasp. Doritos are bottom of the barrel. Right, Sakura? I'm so glad that there's someone who agrees with me, because everyone says, oh, Doritos are a top tier snack and they're the best thing ever. And I'm like, no, Doritos are like one of the worst snacks that human creatures have made. I'm sorry, I can't do it as a unicorn girl. I cannot portray my true feelings. But if you guys like it, that's no problem too. Doritos have a bad texture and the flavor is subpar. Exactly, right? That's what I'm saying though. Like, if I want a snack, I either want it to be like very light, airy, and crispy and salty, or like cheesy. Like, that's what I always crave, you know? So either one of those I'm always wanting, at least. I've never had Doritos. Good crop face, keep it that way. I mean, I guess try it if you want the experience, but they're not that great in my opinion. Also, yes, it's very difficult, the situation here, but I'm alive at least. Yeah, Iggy, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, you probably don't want to talk about it too much, but I mean, yeah, I know about that situation, so I hope you're staying safe and doing well. Comic fan, oh my god, all my favorite snacks are getting roasted. I'm sorry, comic fan. It's okay, if you guys like different snacks than me, that's totally fine, you know, like, we could have a debate about it, but, you know, that's totally fine if we like different stuff. Sure, why not? Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I'll do more streams like this in the future then, because it's really nice to just get to talk to you guys too. If there's like something I really want to talk about or get off my chest, I'll probably do a stream like this in the future again, because I feel like this has been really nice and has been honestly a big mood boost for me, so that's very cool. I am Demicat, thank you for the hydrate check. I will do that. I'm still holding like half a caramel that I've been just like very slowly chewing. Violetta, I crush sweet chili heat Doritos and put it on top of my homemade chili. It's actually really good. There's a flavor there that's apparently Canadian exclusive though. Yeah, I never heard of sweet chili heat Doritos, but that actually sounds good to be honest. Like on top of chili, ooh. I want to eat chili now. Now I'm like craving that. Maybe I'll make some this weekend. Fululu, thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? Chili is like something I really like to make in large batches and just like keep in the fridge because it's like really easy. Yeah, it's easy to make and it's very delicious each time, so I love that so much. Also, I do like these chatting streams a lot, even if I don't contribute too often. Oh, well that's okay, Violetta. You can like contribute as much or as little as you want. It's really not a big deal, you know? I'm just kind of like talking about my own stuff and like talking with chat. It's just a nice time to hang out. It's like Bar Keiko Cup. Maybe we can do like a cafe like cocoa kind of stream kind of theme thing as well. I did want to make like a maid cafe overlay, so maybe in the future it can be like cafe like nighttime cafe Linlin or cafe Keiko, you know. Captain Simsel. I love your name, Captain Simsalot. Thank you for joining the Unicorn Den. How are you doing? But yeah, maybe I'll make like an overlay like that when I have time. That would be fun. Sweet chili heat Doritos are so good. I gotta try them now. I'm super curious. Next time, if I'm in Canada next time, I'll try to find those. Okay? Maybe I'll like those better than the American ones. I like Cool Ranch Doritos. The regular I also kind of deem bottom of the barrel though. Depends on it's which other things. Yeah, Cool Ranch is like a little bit better, but yeah, I'm still not a big fan of it. Like it's not something I would choose to buy, you know? Oh wait, oh it's Fulu. Wait, what's Fulu? Eh? Hippity hoppity, I simp in your property. Hey, welcome. Glad to have you here. Crubface, it's almost like I have a friend IRL. Oh no, rest in peace. Well, you know, Crubface, that's what we're here for. We're here to give you some company on your lonely nights. I'm here to be your unicorn friend when you need it, right? Okay, now I'm gonna finish eating this caramel. I wish I could share my chili with you. I'm sure you like it. It's very meaty. Oh, that sounds so good. I love chili so much. Whenever I make chili, I put obviously a lot of beans, tomato sauce, beef, and usually I like to put some peppers, like like peppers, potato, onions, all that kind of stuff, and a lot of spices, obviously. And then once we're all done with everything, put a bunch of cheese on top, like especially cheddar cheese. It's so good. I love it so much.
Let's go there.
Now I'm like really craving it.
Let's search and imagine that perfect getaway. Somewhere, anywhere. Because when the time is right, when the heart...
Damn it, why are you so cute? Ah, thank you, Arya. I appreciate it.
Go there.
I appreciate it. Meaty. Your is so cute. Oh, thank you. Maybe one day in the future, if I become very popular, I'll get an compilation compilation video on YouTube. That would be great. Okay, guys, this has been a fun stream. I gotta go eat dinner though, too. So we are going to go raid Pudling. But I'm gonna put that in, and we can finish up with the rest of the chat too. So make sure to stick around, okay? Did the music just have vocals now, or that was just an ad? I think it was just the music with vocals. I'm listening to it. I didn't hear an ad. Yeah, use that that text or that command, unicorn raid, and we're gonna go raid them. And you can also use the emote, like the Keiko Yeet, is what we usually use for the raid specifically. There you go. Mine is just beans and ground beef, but it's the spices that really make it amazing. Then crumbled Doritos and or shredded cheese on top. It's super yum. I don't like chili with onions and other veggies in it, sadly, so I just decided to make it my own. Yeah, well, that's understandable. I usually like to put veggies just because I like the taste of it. Just a note that the person we're rating put the channel intended for mature audiences, just for anyone who knows, just so you guys know. I enjoyed my stay. See you. No problem, Losers Q. Thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you all have a good weekend. Let's go raid, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for keeping me company tonight, and I hope you all had a good time. Alright, bye bye. Thank you, thank you.